I think Liverpool as a club, Liverpool, the players will want to win the trophy no matter what. If it was Jurgen was staying, they still want to win it, don't they? They still want to, try and get as many trophies on the board as possible.
What do you think they'll take from that experience of 2 years ago as well, when they were obviously successful over Chelsea in 2 cup finals, but ultimately didn't complete the quadruple? They're still fighting on 4 fronts this season, of course.
Yeah, and look, I think history tells you how difficult that is, because there's not many teams who get a chance to do that. Never mind do it. So I think we realised sort of last year that toll took on Liverpool. It wasn't one of the greatest seasons, but I think this year they are fighting. They are playing really well, and they are where they are because of obviously the merit. They're playing really well, and this trophy is maybe the catalyst, if you like, and the kickstart to sort of help them go out and do that as well, because they were close a couple of years ago, but it will be tough, we know that, but it'll be nice for obviously a parting shot for Jurgen to go out and win as many as possible.
We know as well they're going to have to do it today without a number of key players. Obviously Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Diogo Jota, we've seen the impact that they've had. There was no Darwin Núñez, there was no Mo Salah, no Szoboszlai either, the walk around a little earlier on.
Yeah, look, I'll be amazed if some of the players aren't playing. Look, I don't know with Núñez, I don't know with Salah, but I'd be amazed if they're not taking part at some stage. I think with obviously Conor Bradley, he's obviously a ready-made replacement for Trent, and he's been magnificent there. So as much as Trent is absolute world class, I don't think he'll be missed as much, because obviously the performances of Conor Bradley, obviously Caoimhe Callaghan goal instead of Alisson. I think we know what he's like. He's Liverpool's. He's Liverpool's cup keeper anyway, isn't he? And
a couple of years ago as well.
Yeah, of course, we've seen what he's done, and he's. I think for the short time he's been at Liverpool, he's got the record for shootouts, for shootout wins as well. So, whoever plays, I think Liverpool are in good hands anyway. And I think you've seen the performance midweek that he can go out there and it's not the best 11 that everyone thinks, but whoever plays for this club and in this shirt now is pulling up trees, because the performance so far and Jurgen's give lots of people the chance this year. He's got the belief of everyone, and he gives the belief to the players as well. So it's things are looking good.
Well, that's been a massive feature as to why Liverpool are fighting on 4 fronts. The fact that some of the younger players have been able to come in. You mentioned Conor Bradley as well. Jarell Quansah, the way he's stepped up when needed, with the injury to Joel Matip. In recent times, I've seen Bobby Clark making a contribution from midfield. And I go back to Harvey Elliott, because he's still only 20 years of age as well.
And look, this is what I think of the semi-final, the game against Fulham. I think Liverpool, finished the game with 3 players in centre midfield who were under 22 years of age. So, that tells you something about the team that we've got. It tells you something about the confidence Jurgen has in the players, but it also tells you about the confidence that a few of the experienced players have in those younger players as well, because they're not frightened to give them the ball, and they're the ones leading by example as well. So I think that probably goes under the radar a little bit as well, but the older established players are certainly helping the younger ones, and you've got to say so far it's working. And whoever plays there, we don't know the team, we don't know if any of the young lads are starting, but they'll do well.
If Liverpool can be relaxed about delivering the perfect send-off for Jurgen Klopp this season, Chelsea perhaps under that bit more pressure, because of obviously people question Mauricio Pochettino's record when it comes to winning major trophies. Obviously Chelsea have lost the last 5 domestic cup finals as well.
Yeah, I didn't know that, to be honest, but obviously with Poch, it's I think it's a bigger game for him, it's a bigger game for Chelsea than it is for Liverpool. This is maybe an only chance for them to get into Europe next year, and I think when you look at the money that Chelsea have spent with the players that they brought in, I think European football is a must for them. So it's a big game, in that aspect for them. But Liverpool, we've seen Liverpool play. 3 or 4 weeks ago, Liverpool put in probably one of the best performances I've seen for Liverpool for certainly this season against Chelsea. They were very, very good. And if Liverpool put in that performance again, I think this is tough. But obviously Poch knows that he'll have his work cut out today. But I think defensively, I think he needs to get it right.
Whatever happens today, then, what does it mean for the development of Liverpool 2.0, as Jurgen Klopp has called it this season? Well,
it's a new breed of club, if you like, in terms of the players that are here, the players who potentially are going to come. Look, I don't think anyone certainly associated with Liverpool will say, Jurgen is. He's been I mean, the progression he's made from from day one to where he is now, I think everyone is grateful for, obviously, for Jurgen coming in. And it becomes a time at any club that the manager will eventually go. It's good that Jurgen go out on his terms, but it'll be great for him to go out on a high. And starting off today, we know how important this is. It gives them the momentum to go on and possibly do well in all the other tournaments that they're in. So Jurgen will want to win it, but the players will want to win it as well.
I've got to ask you who replaces him, though.
Well, I don't really know. I think, I was sounding a bit like Mavis from Collier. I think, you know what? All roads do point to Xabi. I think he's probably a name on everyone's lips. I think he's probably a name that a lot of the fans want. I think Steven Gerrard will get a mention because obviously his stature at this football club. There will be a lot of names, but I don't think it's as easy as Liverpool saying we want him and then go and get him. Obviously we spoke off air, and I think there's probably a few clubs who will want Xabi. So it's that probably moment where you're thinking, well, will he do well? Of course he'll do well, because obviously he's an excellent manager. I think he's doing unbelievably well over in Germany at the minute, but it is relatively new, into the management world. So, but look, it doesn't matter if you're old, doesn't matter if you're young, doesn't matter if you're experienced or anything. But if you come in and do a job and you understand what the fans want and what the club wants, then he'll certainly have the backing of everyone. But currently, I think all roads do lead to Xabi.
Is your heart telling you you'll see that fist pump celebration today?
I think so, and you're quietly confident. I don't think it'll be unbelievably easy. I think Liverpool will need to work for a victory today, but I do see them winning the game.